Bruh.
We don't get got, we go get. First try. I see we found the new toys, friends. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Happy Thursday. Whew. Alyssa right out the gate with the check on Simba. Let's see how he's doing. Oh, look at those puppers. Look at him go. he's got a lovely greenie again. Leon's really got some slogans that could go mainstream. All right, come on. We got to look through some of the stuff that came in before I got here. What? What? 114 with the dab gang. What's going on? Let's go. Just keeps going up, 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 up. Sky's the limit, folks. How am I doing? I'm doing good. My hand hurts a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. My hand hurts a little bit. I've been put a lot of effort into the gift game tonight, and my hand's feeling it. So I'm all right. I need to take a break and let my hand soak after this stream. Hair fire as always. Hey Kobe, thank you so much. We got some new toys here that some people already got to. Who used it? Listen with the bruh. Accordion net. Hey, medium fry, thank you for the 4 months. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Telescope thieves with the 6 months. Let's go. Thank you so much. A lot of effort making OnlyFans content. Alrighty, folks. Just got a haircut. Looking good, feeling good. Let's go. I got the second shot yesterday, and there's 2 things I desperately want to do. I want to go get a haircut, go to the barber, get all this cleaned up, and I want to go to the dentist. And I've been definitely afraid of going to either until I got vaccinated. So I'm super excited. I got 2 more weeks, hold out, and then I got it. Luck monkey, what? Thank you for the 8 months. Let's go. It's time to learn. I agree. Found you got your first one yesterday, feeling kind of sluggish. I'm not cutting the hair. I gotta trim it up though. I'm not cutting. I gotta trim up the ends a little bit. Gotta get my line up. You know, it's been a while. I've been cutting my own hair for a year. Yeah, my barber slid into my text and was like, "Hey, you want me to come by?" And I'm like, "Nope, go away. Don't come by." 2.5 weeks away from dentist appointment. Let's go. Jazzy girl got the hair and the nails. Let's go. Yeah, so a lot of people say the second one is rough. I've been feeling good. My wife has not been feeling too hot, so 50-50, at least on our end. But I feel fine. I feel pretty good. Alrighty, folks. We got a lot of stuff to do tonight. We got the lovely, the wonderful. Let's bring it up here. The wonderful, the lovely Microsoft Azure sponsoring our second class this week. Last week, the second 2 classes this week, we had our Tuesday class, which was kind of like a catch up for folks that if they really haven't been hanging around that long, or if they hadn't built a full stack web application, that class was just to get them used to like what's CRUD, what's Express, what's creating, reading, updating, deleting. And then I dropped some of the code on you. And I know the code is scary. I know the code is scary. But I tried really hard to break down all the bits tonight, have some fun, space it out with raffles. And so we're going to break it all down. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. And then we got a lovely raid. We're going back to the myth, the man, the legend. Can I not? No. Hold on. I got to be able to do it. All right, there we go. Boop. We're going back. At the end of this stream, we're running it back. They're going to help us break down a lot of the more complicated bits. And so whenever things get really rough and we're getting deep into identity land, we're going to bring up Christos, because they're the person they're gonna help us digest what's happening with this authentication. What are the nitty gritty? And so they have our code. They've been working through it. When we go over there, they're gonna help break down some of the more complicated bits that they spend their whole lives in. And so I'm really excited for it. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do the high level stuff together. We're gonna work through our code together, and we're gonna do a lovely little raid here. Is that a model? That's Christos. He's like the dude that slides in the old school MK games. I would love to get something like that going. It's actually like, it was weird. I couldn't figure out how to I thought I would have to set up like a scene or something. So I just have to click it. I don't have it on my stream deck yet, because I didn't want to have the transition when I pop them up. So I actually got to click on it. Alrighty. Ooh, Alyssa with the hydration. Thanks to you. I got some delicious old coffee. Thank you for the hydration. Cheers to you. And I also got some, since you're a mod, you get double, right? I got the cranberry juice on deck. Ooh. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks. Let's get right into it. Tonight's about action. We're getting into the thick of it. We're having some fun. And so let's get to it. There we go. Ooh, yeah, Ramadan. Make sure you're extra hydration for sure. All right, let's go. When's the Zune raffle? Bill Gates in the house. Hey, wait a minute. We did have a question of the day. And the question of the day, and this is a serious question. We hinted at it a little bit last class. This is a serious question. Chat, I want everyone to answer here. How many slots do you think Bill Gates' toaster actually has? Seriously, serious question. How many slots do you think Bill Gates' toaster has? I'm going to tweet it. I'm going to tweet asking them. I'm going to pull every Microsoft connection string I can, and hopefully we can get it to Bill Gates themselves and let us know the real answer. I'm going to try really hard. 6. A lot of people are saying 6. Now here's the real thing. So I think 6 or 8 is the answer. I'm going to go 6 I'm going to say 8. Bill Gates, if you're in the chat, how many? Which one though? Bill Gates, you mean like my kitchen toaster? Do you mean my guest bedroom toaster? Do you mean my second kitchen toaster? I'm gonna go at 8. Now the real question, and Izzy kind of got to it too, is when do you think the last time Bill Gates touched a toaster was? Put it in chat. When do you think the last time Bill Gates touched a toaster was? What year? So some people are saying, yeah, this morning's breakfast. Some people are going way back into the 90s, into the 80s. So we're going to try our best. We're going to try our best to figure out 2 really important bits of information. How many slots does Bill Gates' main toaster have? And when was the last time they touched it? I think if we can get those two answers, that it's going to solve a lot for this channel. Can he still jump over chairs though? I hope so. That's a fire video. The Bill Gates jumping over the chair, just proving it. Just got it. Just did it. Up and over. All day. On the block. By himself. Up and over that chair. That was fire. One day. Next time I have an interview. Next time we have an interview, I'm going to do like somebody, and you got to remind me on this. You got to remind me on this. Next time we have an interview, and I'll do a channel point, like a big channel point redemption goal for the community. And if we hit the big channel point I'm talking big, like a couple 100,000 here. If we hit it in that interview, I will jump over a chair. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's the local news. I don't care if it's the biggest interview of my life. If we hit the channel goal, I'll try jumping over a chair. Alrighty, folks. Let's get into this. We got a lot of fun stuff tonight. We are walking through how to get auth added to our applications. Last class was kind of a catch-up, making sure that we were all ready to go. And then tonight, we're going to start breaking down this code, really trying to understand what's happening. I love it. Hey, Reggie, thank you. Do you like it? I thought it was pretty funny. I think it's hilarious. Got the goods tonight, folks. Got the goods. Got new sounds. You got Simba Cam back. Let's go. Alrighty. We got any questions real quick? Questions before we jump into everything here? How is Mashi? Mashi's doing good. So my wife's not feeling too hot. We were going to have Mashi on cam tonight. But since Mashi says my wife's not feeling too well, Mashi's with her, helping her feel better. Yeah. No sponsors on Tuesday, right? I don't know. No, just Tuesday and tonight. When free stuff coming up. I'm gonna talk through all the raffles in just a second. Yeah. Do we have to insert our credit cards to register on Azure? No. And I'm gonna show you how to do it right tonight. So there's two ways to do it right without a credit card. One is through the Microsoft 365 developer program. And the other is if you got an Azure credit from this stream, you can use that from that special link I sent you and register right away with the credit and not a credit card. So you can do both, and I'm gonna walk you through like the links and everything in a few minutes. Yeah. Mashi is the machine, my new puppy. I started to look at the slides, Tony. I didn't get through all of them though. I'm gonna get through them before Sunday though. Oh, Dab Gang doing a special on Tuesday. Let's go. I'm coming through. Izzy said, in your opinion, is the Microsoft Auth superior to Google's Auth? And what are the main differences you see in them? So I like the Microsoft Auth, and this is honest. Like my excitement last stream was real. Like that was not me joking around. I think this stuff is really, really cool. There's a couple things that the Microsoft Azure AD-B2C gives you. That name though, that name. But the stuff that it gives you is really cool, and we're gonna see some of that in action tonight. There are some things that you get out the box that are really helpful, and you don't really think about them until they're too late and bad stuff is happening. And so the idea here is that we can use the Microsoft identity platform. We can use the Azure AD, especially B2C, to do some things that are going to be really impactful down the line, and something that I really like. So we're going to work through all that. We're going to talk through like what those things are, but yeah. Microsoft is pushing open source hard. Yeah, they are. It's been great to see. Alrighty, folks, let's keep pushing. All right, so who is this class for? Well, this class is for individuals that have never really added authentication to a Node app. If you have no idea how to build a Node app, watch our last class, or maybe it's cut together so that if you're watching this on like Microsoft's YouTube, you'll see the whole thing. But this is for folks that have a rough idea of how a Node app comes together, how we build our CRUD APIs out. And so this class is for folks that understand that piece and want to add authentication. And so we're going to talk through all the heavy hitting topics in authentication. We're going to talk through all the things that we need, right? And that's kind of what we're going for. Front end or back end, we're doing full stack. Yeet. Full stack, baby. All right. Since Microsoft is sponsoring, we have a code of conduct that they ask us to agree to. So you can do exclamation point GitHub COC here in chat, and that will give you access to the code of conduct. It's the same thing as our rules here. Be excellent to one another. That's all we ask. Oh my, this class is kind of for me. I hope so. I hope so. And if you think it's not for you, hang on. We're just gonna have a lot of fun. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna have something up and running and something that you can run with and build and play with. And so I'm excited to get through it, and hopefully we can break down some of the more complicated topics together. Alrighty. Tonight, I am unleashing my inner Oprah. I'm pulling out all the stops. Dredged, the stream's gonna go for 3 hours, and then we're gonna raid the 425 show. All right, I'm bringing out my inner Oprah. I'm pulling out all the stops. Okay, all the stops. And so, if you want in, I need you to do one. I need you to do. Go get. I need you to do two things. I need you to do Christos proud. All right. I need you to do exclamation point 425 show and give them a follow. You're not getting any of the swag, the laptop, all the cool stuff we got coming out tonight unless you're followed. And so you can follow now using that link, or when we do our raid at the end, you can give them a follow then. So whenever you want to follow, it's up to you, either with the raid or right now. And then the other thing I'm going to ask you to do, please, 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 is do exclamation point check-in. If you haven't checked in for tonight's class by liking and retweeting that tweet, please do that so more people can see the class and have some fun and learn how to build some applications. So please do those two things. I beg of you. Alrighty. Now, what do we got? Emma B, hey. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I want the laptop wrap. My laptop is dying. Oh no. Alyssa, I got you a T420 if you want it. If you want the T420, it's yours. Emma B, hey, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Alrighty, so what are we giving out tonight? What we got? We're giving out a laptop, folks. What? A laptop. It's a beauty too. I'll show you in a second. I'll show you in a second. We got swag. We got some Microsoft swag, and we got some lovely Learn with Leon swag that's going out to our international friends. We got $1,000 of Azure credit that's going out tonight. And I didn't rep it last night. I didn't bring it up, but on Tuesday there were 5 Azure credits in the newsletter, and today there were 3. I wonder if anybody here got it. Anybody get the Azure credits today? Anybody getting the rush? So yeah, so like I said, the newsletter is where you want to be. They were all gone. So yeah, we had 5 on Tuesday and 3 today. Gone in 30 seconds. I believe it. I believe it. Boom. All right. So that was the special secret. I told y'all to check it. So hopefully you got it. So we got the laptop. We got some swag. We got some Azure credit, and I'm giving out 3 LinkedIn recommendations. 3. And so what we're gonna do is if you win the LinkedIn recommendation raffle, we're going to set up a one-on-one. I don't have any one-on-ones open this month. We're gonna set up a one-on-one this month. I'm gonna get to know you. We're gonna get to know the things that you've been building, your past experiences, and then I'm gonna write some Shakespeare on your LinkedIn profile. I'm gonna gas you up. You're the best developer I've ever met in my life. I'm gonna say how much you've impacted me, how your code has helped me do the things that I need to do. And so I know the laptop's cool. I know the swag is cool.
Bruh.
I know the Azure credit is cool, but that recommendation, it could change the game for you. I don't know. It could be the deal breaker. The prizes tonight are better than the ones on Tuesday. Yes, you gotta save the best for last, folks. You gotta save the best for last. And so the laptop we're raffling off tonight. Whew. 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 Ooh. 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 That's pretty. The new Surface Laptop Go? What? That's pretty. That's nice. Can we help you? Maybe you can help us. Okay. How dope is this laptop? This is personal use, baby. How dope is this laptop? Oh, come on. This is sales and orders. Chat works best for me. Surface. Microsoft Store Associate. Chat. All right. How dope is the new Surface Laptop Go? Let's see. Let's find out. Let's get it from the source. How dope is it? Let's find out. Leon. Let's see how dope it is. Jenny Lynn, how you doing? Let's see. This is I'm doing real good. Thank you, Jenny Lynn. Let's see what they got. Hold on. What do you think they got for us? Hope you're doing well too. Should we ask her how many slots Bill Gates toaster has? No. No, I'm talking about the new Surface Laptop Go. I'm not hurting her service scores. I'm gonna give her a great recommendation. Twitch novelty account. Thank you for the sub. I'm definitely giving 5 stars in a comment. Jenny Lynn got, you know how quickly Jenny Lynn picked up? I hate having to call people. This is the best thing ever. I hate having to pick up the phone. Right? And so the fact that I can get real-time chat, I love it. This is perfect to me. Come on, Jenny Lynn. How you doing? No, Jenny Lynn's got a lot of people to talk to. Got a lot of people to talk to. Let's see if she likes it. It's not AI, she's typing. She's trying to give me a good recommendation. Fox, thank you for the hydration. Ooh. Ooh, Jenny Lynn came with the heat. Yo, that's not just like that's not just a quick. That's gotten me. You can use this for browsing or for binge watching. So I think Jenny Lynn's been watching the stream. I think Jenny Lynn's been watching the stream. Because I was talking about binge watching the Mandalorian, and so they know. They're like, Leon's binge watching the Mandalorian. Needs to get him a nice new Surface Laptop Go to binge watch the shows. Ooh, thank you so much. Cool. Thank you so much, Jenny Lynn. I'll be buying one today for one of y'all. Ooh, I love that. That was a good recommendation, Jenny Lynn. Not right now. Thank you, though. I'll be back later. You have been very helpful. I'm going to leave this open. And I'm going to see if I can get the commission for Jenny Lynn. As we're going to try. I'm going to like leave this tab up. Okay, save this link. All right, that probably has their I'm going to save that. That probably has their commission link in it. We're good. Jenny Lynn's getting that commish. She's getting the commish. Oh yeah. There's some query parameters in that link. Thank you, Jenny Lynn. Whew. Let's go. Jenny Lynn came in with the heat. All right. Do they give us a rating or anything? No. All right. I'm gonna leave the tab open in case like maybe they give me like a rating. I think I left enough positive stuff in there though, so if like the AI is picking up on it, we got it. Maybe let me end the conversation. Yes. Yes, I would love to provide feedback. I was very satisfied. Yes, during my first contact. Absolutely very likely. Jenny Lynn was the best. Very helpful. Boom. All right, Jenny Lynn, thank you. All right, so we are giving away that sweet. Oh, look at it. Let's look at it one more time. Ooh, Surface Laptop Go. Ooh, we're giving away some swag, some Azure credit, and some LinkedIn recommendations. We're gonna be doing raffles throughout the night. I know you cannot hear that gif in his voice. I agree. All right. for folks that are new, who am I? My name is Leon. I am the person on your screen right now. I've been teaching people to code for the past 10 years. I've helped hundreds of folks get jobs in software engineering. And what you are watching is class 39 of a 30-week software engineering bootcamp that is 100%
We don't
free.
get got. We go get.
We don't get got, we go get. What else more can I say? All right. What else can I say about that? All right. We are in class 39 of a free 30-week software engineering bootcamp where you can come and learn the code for 100% free. Everything I will ever recommend to you will be free. I do not lock any of my stuff behind paywalls. If you are looking for a place to learn how to code, you have found it. We are 3,000 strong in our Discord. We got the 100 Dev stream team. Dab was live right before us, helping folks. It's the best community to learn how to code live. And so hope you join us. A little bit about my numbers. My day job, I work at a nonprofit called Resilient Coders, and myself and a phenomenal team help folks get amazing jobs as software engineers. From our last cohort that graduated in December, we had a 94% placement rate with a $92K starting salary, and 4 of them went to Amazon. And most of the folks in our program did not have a degree. They had never touched code beforehand. And in 20 weeks of instruction and less than 3 months post-program, these were our real numbers. No bullshit, no mucking around, no hire backs, no any wild stuff. These were our numbers. If you've been hanging around these parts with the 100 devs, our classes are every Tuesday, Thursday, and office hours on Sunday. And we already got 7 people jobs. And we got a dozen more that already have paid clients. In fact, we had somebody today. It's the best tweet I've ever gotten. They said, Leon, I can't come to class anymore because I have too much freelancing work. That's the best tweet anybody can ever give me. I have too much work. I can't keep up with class anymore. Let's go. Let's really go. Shout out Sam. Yeah. And so we did it last class, but I would love to do it again. If you've gotten a job or you've gotten a client, you've gotten some monies coming in for the stuff that you've been working on here with 100 devs, can you just put like a micro Leon in chat for me, please? Just make me feel a little bit better. Let me see it. Just so folks know it's not made up. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, what up, Sam? 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I'm going to stop counting at 30. Let's stop counting at 30, but look at it go. All for free, folks. All for free. So come hang out with us, learn how to code. It's not too late. If you're interested in joining us, you can do !100 devs. That'll tell you everything that you need to know about how to join and how to get connected on our Discord and start to have some fun with us learning how to code. So welcome. Hope you join us. It's not too late. Tonight, for the repeat, the back-to-back champion, Microsoft Azure, thank you so much for sponsoring this stream. All of these raffles and the fun stuff we're doing is made possible by them. So honestly, thank you for coming back. Christos, thank you for getting your team involved to help us sponsor the Microsoft Identity Platform. Let's go. Erica said, Leon, what about the blog team? We're coming. The cool thing is, if you notice, if you're looking at the stream right now, you can see that I'm streaming to the 100 dev stream team. That's pretty fire. That's pretty cool. So me and Dab are in the team. We got a bunch of folks that are in a special chat on Discord that are kind of getting Streamlabs installed and figuring it out. And they're going to start going live soon too. Whew. What was that flash? That was Christos. You don't know Christos? Boom. Alrighty. And so we have that coming. Then we're going to have a blog team as well. So hold on, we're coming. I put a lot of effort into this code and these slides, and I've been grinding. Folks. Give me the weekend, and we'll get more stuff coming. I applied just to allow people to watch me break down and cry. Hey, let's go. That's valuable. Seriously, that's valuable. It's really hard to watch folks that are already kind of understanding what's going on and not feel some type of way. I think that's one of the hardest things when it comes to learning to code. And so to have folks that are also on the struggle bus, shout out the struggle bus channel in our Discord, !Discord, if you want to come out and commiserate. To have that experience, that perspective, that just relieves some weight off your shoulders. And so I think that's super important, and I'm glad you're doing it. For the stream team, yeah, no worry. You can stream whatever you want. Just you can't post that you're going live in our stream team channel unless it's code. That's all. Just so people don't get inundated with going live messages. But other than that, yeah, whatever. Alrighty, folks. Microsoft Azure, thank you again. I really appreciate you coming back again to help sponsor this community. We have folks that are in the thick of it, that are in that trough of sorrow, that are putting in nights and weekends and all odd hours to improve their lives. And I'm thankful that you see that and you want to sponsor it and you want to help improve the lives that are going through this program. I really appreciate you. All right. Chat, last night we talked about it. I'm gonna chill my music here. We got a problem. We had a problem, chat. Our problem was that our applications did not have authentication. So we've been able to build a really cool to-do list. All right. We've been able to build out CRUD functionality, but we don't have logins yet. So when I say authentication, I mean like the ability for somebody to log into your application, because when users can log in, we can start to do some really cool things. We also have a second problem. And that second problem is I'm not a cybersecurity expert. I am not somebody that spends their days thinking about how people log in. I'm not somebody... You're a lawyer, right? No, not a lawyer, not a tax expert. None of this is legal advice or tax advice. And I'm definitely not a cybersecurity expert. Christos, now they know what they're talking about. They've been around the block a few times, if you know what I'm talking about. And so when we raid them, they got all the juicy bits for you. So I'm not a cybersecurity expert. I want to use off-the-shelf solutions to make my life way, way easier. And so, sorry, send some up over here. And the reason why I want to use these solutions is because companies, they stay getting got. All right? Companies stay getting got right now. Think about all the companies whose usernames and passwords have been revealed recently. In 2020, it was like billions. It was wild. All right? So companies stay getting got. If you're new, whenever you see that yellow text, that means the next slide's going to have some music. It might be a little loud. There might be some things that are flashing. So if that's something that affects you, that's your warning there. They stay getting got. But chat, around these parts, chat, we don't get got. We go get. Let's go. We don't get got. We go get. Sometimes you just gotta feel up a little bit first. You gotta get into it. Alright, there we go. Around here, we don't get got, we go get. Let that sink in for a second. All right. If you want the full effect, you can click the link here in the slides. !slides. Yash, with the tools that we learned today, you could do it. You can do !slides if you want the slides. Also, if you want to hear the Always Sunny in Philadelphia music, you can click the link and you'll get the full effect. I'm not putting it up because I don't want to get got. I don't want to get copyrighted. I got to keep these VODs clean. That way our videos don't get taken down. But if you want the full experience, you can click the link. Companies, if you don't got cola. Companies, if you don't get it, someone's gonna get. So go get before you get got. It's loud. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was gonna be that loud. Should have made my slides go to these every time. Alrighty. So, before we jump into it, I want you to look at my database. Here's my database. That's what it looks like. We're using MongoDB Atlas, and this is a screenshot of my database. I would love you to just look at it. Just look at it. Would you look at that? Just look at it. Would you look at that? And so if you ain't hip, there's a link for you there too. Because I don't want you getting. I just want you to look at it. Go ahead and look at it. Would you look at that? Just look at it. Look at my database for me, please. Here it is. Chat, what do you notice about my database? What do you notice? What are you seeing here? This is for my users. So my app has multiple users. What are you noticing here? Yeah, I'm using Microsoft IDs here. Yeah, got some Microsoft IDs here. Are there passwords in here? Nah, no passwords in here. Yeah, I still have the ability for folks to like use my application, log in. I can start serving them up. We're going to build this actually, serving them up specific things, but no passwords. The reason I'm able to do this is because of Microsoft's identity platform. So last class we talked a little bit about it. I want to pitch you. I want to paint the picture for you about why this is the way. So Microsoft has a full identity platform, and this identity platform is going to help us with our authentication, handling our logins, and they have everything under the sun. No matter what you want to do, whatever you want to do, they got you. And there's two really important pieces here. They have Azure AD, Active Directory. And this is really great for if you want to have like all the folks at your company or all the folks at your school being able to log in through one thing, right? And then the beautiful Azure Active Directory B2C. This enables you to target any of your consumers, not just folks in your own organization. So not just your work, your school. And it's beautiful. And it's beautiful because we ain't getting got. We're going to go get. Look at this. Look at this. Just look at it. Where's the B2C? I need me some B2C. I'm not a cybersecurity expert, but I don't need to be. Bruh. I don't need to be. They got 3,500 security experts that went through this. They got more compliance certifications than any other cloud provider. Bruh. We ain't getting got, folks. We ain't getting got. Now, it's not just for protecting passwords, folks. Some folks have been asking Leon, what are these services for? Like, why would I use them? The password thing's great. Leon, I love you. I love you too. Hey, thanks for coming through. All right, not just for the passwords, folks. We gotta think bigger. We gotta think bigger than just the passwords. What if you want to do multi-factor authentication?
We don't get got. We go get.
I love this. This is the best thing that's ever happened. This is the best thing that's ever happened this stream. I love it. I'm so happy I set this up. What if you want multi-factor authentication? Chat, what's multi-factor authentication? What's that? What's a multi-factor authentication? Yeah, like two-factor authentication. I got you, Dab. I'll show you how to set it up. Yeah, it's whenever you like try to log in and they say like, do you want to use like your cell phone to log in? Do you want to use like an authentication app to log in? Right? Like that other step that's not just your username and password. Well, if you're using Azure AD B2C, you get multi-factor auth. Boom. You don't have to worry about configuring it, setting it up. You got it. You saw on the screen the Clippers. So the Clippers, the NBA team, they did something really interesting. They decided to increase fan participation. They were going to make all the emails in their entire organization public. So if you wanted to talk to somebody in the front of house, you wanted to talk to the managing director, I don't care who it was, the general manager, whatever, they made all of their emails public. And so as soon as the Clippers made their emails public, what do you think happened, chat? What do you think they did? They didn't get got. They had Microsoft Identity Platform.
You got.
They didn't get got because they had B2C, Azure AD B2C. And let me tell you what happened. As soon as all their emails went public, hackers took those emails and tried brute forcing the passwords. So they would do the general manager's email and then 1 2 3 4 5, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then 1 2 3 4, then password, and then any type of thing you could think of for hundreds of thousands of requests. So if you were kind of rolling your own authentication, that's you're gonna get DDoSed. Your server's gonna go down. You have all these hundreds of thousands of requests coming through. You don't have any detection. Like, you're not stopping that. Like, if you're rolling your own, right? Like we didn't code that out to stop people from doing this over and over again. And so the Azure AD B2C comes with tools that can stop those types of attacks, and that's pretty ballin'. The other really cool thing that I like is that it increases the flexibility of your applications. It increases the flexibility of your applications. And the reason why it increases the flexibility of your applications is because with Azure AD B2C, you can bring in any type of auth service you want. Like, you want people to use any of their social accounts, you can do it. You want to build your own on top of it, you can do it. And so the flexibility is great, not only in like what you can provide for login, but also then how your database of users is maintained, right? Because, is maintained. Because think about having to keep track of a bunch of different kinds of users. Think about that for a second. You have some folks logging in with username and password. You have some folks logging in with social accounts. You have some folks doing all these different types of logins. You would have to code all of that. And you would have to make sure you didn't make mistakes. And you wouldn't get any of the other stuff we just talked about, the multi-factor, the stop sign-in attacks, the flexibility. And so you get all this stuff for free right out the gate for a large portion of your users, For any of the apps that we're building right now, and we're not going to go viral and have all those users, we can use it for completely free. And so to me, that's really cool that I don't have to think about it. I don't have to be somebody that spends all day doing this, right? I can set up some code that we're going to walk through tonight, and we'll be good. How about a raffle? How about a raffle? Nah, we want some other music. There we go. All right. So I hope you understand a little bit better about like why these tools are pretty dope. But let's go ahead and do a raffle. So we're going to do 2 US raffles, then 2 anywhere in the world raffles, and then 2 Azure credit raffles. So let's go ahead and get that going. I'm going to open up a Microsoft Swag. And those entries are now open. Go ahead and do ! raffle. And that'll get you going. All right, get in here, get in here, get in here. Alrighty, gonna close it in a second here. Get in, get in, get in. All these new followers, get in. So this one's US only, but then the next, so these 2 will be US only, and then the next 2 will be anywhere in the world. Cool. All right, closing them. Gonna pick the first one. Wolfgang, get out of here. Wolfgang, congrats. Congrats. All right. Can I pick 2 winners? Yeah, I can. Angel, didn't you win yesterday? Did you win yesterday too? I thought you did. Rigged. We need a rigged sound. All right. That's cool. Now I know that I can do 2 in a row. That's really nifty. All right, I'm going to complete this one. And then I'm going to do 2. Please only enter this next one if you're outside of the US. Outside the US, please. All right, it's open. We're going to do 2. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. If you won the Azure credit last night, check your messages here on Twitch. I already sent you the codes here on Twitch. So yeah, so just check here on Twitch. You already got the codes. If you got anything else, send me a mod mail, please. This is outside the US, exactly. All right, get in here, get in here. All right, closing it now. Picking the first winner. Chaos Breaking, nice. Congratulations. And can I do another winner? Yeah. Oh shit. I did 3. Whoops. All right. Well, all 3 you got it. Chaos Breaking, Aframoose, and Memphis with the win. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Let me make sure I write this down. All right. Congrats on the wins. Let me go ahead and complete these, and then let's do an Azure credit here. This is for everyone. Get in here, Azure credit. Azure credit, get in here. Let's go. It is on now. Go ahead. ! raffle to get in here. This is anyone. Get your $100 in Azure credit. Let's go. Get in here, folks. We got a good night coming up. Lots of fun code. Lots of cool stuff to get into. Thank you, Microsoft Identity. Thank you, Azure AD, Azure AD B2C. Appreciate you. Couldn't do all this fun without them, so. Did anyone get got? Who got got? No, I got got. Dad got got. If you got headphones on, you got with that one. That one sounds really creepy with the headphones on. All right, everybody. Let's do. We're gonna do 2 Azure credits here. So let me go ahead and close. First one, Magic Marcos. Congratulations. And let's do one more. Mayan Havoc, congratulations. Well done. The knock was from the stream, yeah. If you heard a knock, that was stream. All right, let me go ahead and complete this. Cool. Let's do 7 minutes here. Oh, sorry, 7 here. All right. We got lots of stuff to go tonight. We got lots of raffles to come. So stay here. Let's go. I for real just checked my front door. Alrighty. All right. So before we get into stuff, we need some accounts. And so to build your applications with Azure AD, you're going to need an Azure AD account, which you can get an Azure account for free without a credit card by joining the Microsoft 365 Developer Program. You can use that, no credit card needed. And you could also use, if you want a code, yesterday, and you already have it in, it should be in your messages here on Twitch. You could use that code for just the regular Azure account, and your stuff will be in there. But I recommend the developer program too. All right, so you're gonna need that account. So I'm gonna give some folks some time to get that account going. You're also going to need a MongoDB Atlas account if you're gonna follow along. And the beautiful thing about MongoDB Atlas is that you can use Azure, which is so cool. All right, so I'm gonna give you a chance to create those accounts if you don't have them. Let's go ahead and start a raffle. And this will be our first LinkedIn recommendation raffle. So I'm gonna go ahead and open that up. Alrighty, so go ahead and create those accounts for me, please. Enter the raffle, and then we're gonna take a break too, because we're at the top of the hour. If you're new here, we like to stay healthy. All right, let me go ahead and get the timer up, because after this, we're going to take a break. Whoop. Just going to give everybody like another minute to get in there to create those 2 accounts. If you haven't removed the live link from the slides, you can't kind of go back and forth. So let me do that for you. There's the link for the Microsoft Developers Program. Go ahead and grab that link if you need it. And the link for Mongo Atlas if you need it. Alrighty, folks. Another minute or so, and then we're going to close the raffle. We're going to take our break. So if you want a little bit of an extended break, go ahead. We got some fun stuff when we come back, though. Alrighty. Rudy, you don't have to right now if you don't want to. What do you put for company? 100 devs, baby. Let's go. 100 devs. I got you. All right. Let's go ahead and run this raffle here. I'm going to close the entries. Now this is for a heartfelt recommendation. A heartfelt recommendation on LinkedIn. You can put whatever you want, Carl. So I just said 100 devs as a joke, but you can put whatever you want. Yeah. All right. For a heartfelt recommendation, I'm gonna get to know you. Gonna put my soul into this recommendation. Let's go ahead. Picking a winner. Shaunathon 3161A. Congrats. Please send me a mod mail on Discord, and we'll set some time up. So yeah, so go ahead and send up a mod mail for me, and we'll get some time set up this upcoming week. Magic markers added 2 minutes to the timer. All right. 7-minute timer, please. Let's go. Take your break. Hydrate. When we come back, I got another raffle for you. When you come back. If you're new here, we like to be healthy. We like to take our breaks. We like to look out in the distance, let our eyes relax a little bit. Let our hands relax a little bit. My wrist is killing me. Get up if you're able. Walk around, hydrate, kiss some babies. Play with the dog if you have one. Yeah, we're gonna log in, and I'll show you how to get everything that you need. If we won the raffle, send me a mod mail. Yes. Listen, I will never forgive you for the knock. Softest, I got you on the LinkedIn. I'll get you in. Let me check that out. I'll get you into the group. Alrighty, we had 8 people that are still trying to get in, and all right, you're all in. Welcome. You're all geared up on LinkedIn. Please take a break. Seriously, take a break. Come back. We'll do a good raffle. Check on Simba. All right, let's see what you got. You got Bobcam. You got Bobcam. Sorry, Simba's like right next to me. Hey, Papas. Simba really likes being on the floor. So you got Bobcam right now. You got. Sorry. But look at Bob. Bob's looking fly today. I get TOS because Bob doesn't have his shirt on. All right, well, enjoy the Bobness. He's got no pants. Leon had a naked man on their stream. I love sit on the floor too. Okay. Speed limit, is that a Man U scarf? Yeah, Bob's a Man U fan. I'm a Reading fan. You're in. Let's go. All right, folks, please. You still got 4 minutes. Please take a break. Get up, walk away, come back. On that one, give me more micro Leon so I can redeem the bruh again. Alyssa. Let me know. I get it too. It's weird. I'm taking a break just from work. Hey, indifferent. Welcome. We've been getting some good raffles in today. We got a laptop going up. We got some Azure credit. We got some swag. We got a heartfelt recommendation from me on LinkedIn. Hope you're doing well. Nizza, you're an aircraft mechanic? That's ballin'. Like, I know all the science. It still doesn't stop me from being like weird on planes. The one fact that I found that was really helpful is that at any given time there's 5,000 planes in the sky. It's like literally 5,000 any point in time, and a plane has never gone down due to turbulence ever. Like ever. There's like one weird thing, but it wasn't like fully turbulence. So like a plane's never gone down to turbulence. You could be in the worst turbulence you've ever experienced, and a plane has never gone down to it, which is pretty cool. That made me feel a bit better. Yeah. Alrighty, folks. Got 2 minutes left. Get your hydration in. Well, let me complete this. There you go, Sean. Exactly, Alyssa. Me too, Shells. That's wild, Jaco. That's wild. On that one, what do you like? I'm a big fan. What's your go-to? Hoping to launch your first project tomorrow, trying to meet the 5-day goal. Let's go. Get out of here on that one. You know that's my drink. You didn't know? Get out of here. I love the Hibiki Harmony. That's my go-to. If I can get it. But like, yeah. I don't know, Scipio. I love it. It's my favorite. There is a really cool like Scotch bar in Boston that had all these rare stuffs, and they had a bunch of really rare Hibikis, which was cool. Sorry, joined late. LinkedIn group name. I believe you can do ! LinkedIn, and I think it'll give you the link. There you go. Send me a message on Learn with Leon, and I'll give you the spot on Edwin. All right, folks, come on back. Come on back. Come on back. All right, I'm gonna open up a raffle. It is going to be a Azure credit raffle. Let's go ahead and get this Azure credit raffle going. It is open. You can do ! Raffle, and you will be good to go. ! Raffle. Get in, get in, get in. Hope y'all had a good break. Hope you let your hands relax a little bit. 7 minutes is nice. 7 minutes hits different. It feels a little more chill. Alrighty. Come on back. Make Christos proud. Come on back. Get in this raffle. 2 minutes made a difference. I agree, Pasta. Pulled the roast out of the oven, had to go put it back into it. Oh no. Alrighty, I'm gonna close it up. I'm gonna pick a winner. All right, did it again. Old Coder Chick, hey, congrats. Dev Henry, congrats. Well done, well done. I like seeing some of the OGs get it in here, you know? Some of the OGs winning is nice. Feels nice. Hey, Indifferent. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you Indifferent's got a new job. A feature they're trying to get live tomorrow. And they're in here with us. With the rascals. Hanging out, helping folks, getting the chill vibes in. You're a real one, Indifferent. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Best of luck getting everything done tomorrow, though. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. I appreciate that. Alrighty, folks. We got a lot more fun to get into. Let's keep pushing. All right. So, what I want to do is I want to look at our app with authentication. Just look at it. Let's look at it. Let's look at our app with authentication. Indifferent. Thank you again. I really do appreciate it. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and just look at it. Let's look at the app. All right. Now, I'll share the code. The code was in the follow along materials. So if you need the code, it is in the follow along materials channel. I'll put the links up to the code in the slides in just a second. But let's go ahead and start our server here. All right, my server is running. I better go catch it. And I'm going to grab my lovely Microsoft password here. And I am going to open up a new window. We always run our stuff on localhost 212121. Nice. Let me make this a little bit bigger so we can see. All right. Let's go ahead and click our new to-do list button. I'm going to use my email that I used to create my Azure account. Going to put in my password. And look at me go. I'm logged in. So that was cool. I'm logged in. I removed the code that just shows my to-dos. But you do see some cool stuff here. Leon Noel is there. Is there any form chat where I can give Leon Noel? Is there any form where I could give them my name? A legit name? Nope. Nah. Right? So where is this name coming from, chat? Indifferent is what you're working on. Yeah, it came from Azure. They gave us the goods, right? They gave us the goods. The cool thing is I can go back to that main page. I can go back to to-dos, and it works. The really cool thing is I can log out, and then once I am logged out, I can't get back to the to-dos. I'm going to try that again. /to-dos. But since I logged out, I can't get back there. I'm no longer logged in. I can't get back in. All right. So, we got some authentication, folks. I can log in. I can start to do some cool stuff. I can log out. I'm getting some profile information that my users didn't give me that's coming from Microsoft. This is live footage of me after I got done adding authentication to this app for the first time. Feeling real good about myself. Feeling like we're getting to the point where we can start to build some real apps together. And making it work with Microsoft Identity Platform. Woo! Let's go. Young Leon. Hey, there you go. That's me. I still got the I upgraded though. I don't use the tissues anymore. You gotta keep it going. Unshaven Leon. Live footage. Lost films. All right. So let's make it so that as we start to build out this code. All right, hold on. Somebody put, what was Leon's DJ name? Anybody? Did I ever tell you what my DJ name was? Did I tell y'all? Did I ever tell you what my DJ name was? DJ First Try. It's actually a hilarious DJ name. DJ First Try. Dead Mouse, wasn't it? I literally just watched Dead Mouse's cube video, like their presentation cube right before class. First try. Thank you, Deb. DJ Bulbasaur, DJ Curly Heat, DJ Palindrome. All right, well, I'll let folks go into the archives because I don't remember if I said it. If nobody finds it in the archives, and I'll release it next week. I'll give you my real DJ name. All right, so let's make it so you can code along. First, you're going to need the codes. So for right now, you can use this repo, and you click on this link, it'll take you to the repo. This is the repo without. This is the repo without the secret stuff that we're going to need from Azure, but all of the files that you need. The original one that I gave you all yesterday, I had hidden my environment files and this config file that we're going to need. So this repo on top has everything, and you're just going to have to plug in a few things that we talk about. And it has all my modifications and stuff in it as well. So oh, Dev Henry got close. So I'll tell it. I'll reveal. I'll reveal the while you grab the code, I'll reveal my DJ name. So my team was on a team retreat, and during our team retreat, me and one of my coworkers, we came up with our new DJ names. I had an older one when I was younger, but our new DJ names. So my DJ name, well, their DJ name was way better. Their DJ name was React Native. That's fire. That's a fire DJ name. So they were React Native, and I was DJ on click. DJ on click, because that's how I know how to DJ. I just click buttons. So they were React Native. I was DJ on click. And one of our great alumni, they joined our duo to become a trio, and their rap name was folx. That's a fire name. So we got React Native, DJ on click, and folx. That's fire. DJ Query in the mix. DJ Event Listener is actually amazing too. The trio, the dynamic trio. All right, so repo for now. Repo after class. I'm gonna push everything to this repo, but I will also push like all my secrets and stuff. But the app on Azure's end will be closed. Cool. So let's go ahead. I know we feel pretty comfortable with Mongo Atlas, but in case folks are watching this for the first time, I just want to show you how to set up Mongo Atlas, what we're going to be using. And so we're going to walk through that together. I'm going to walk you through the Azure directory stuff. But first, let's do Mongo Atlas just in case you need it, in case you're watching this later. Let me sign in. Cool. Once you are logged into MongoDB, you are going to create a cluster. That's what we're going to be needing. So we're going to create a cluster. We're going to use Azure. Are you silly? Of course I'm going to use Azure. You silly? I'm going to send it for sure. Azure. Pick a server that's nearest to you and click on Create Cluster. Wait a minute. What? Oh, do I have too many? I might have too many. Do I really have too many clusters? Let me delete one. Because I made like a... I made a hello Twitch one. Let's delete this. Can we delete it? Clusters. Terminate. Hello Twitch. Oh, I gotta do the whole thing? Jeez. I really gotta start naming these better. It's probably not gonna let me copy and paste, is it? Or is it just cluster 0? There we go. All right, so that's gonna shut down. And so that's shutting down. Let's see if we can create a new one now. Nope. All right, let's come back to this one. So you would create a cluster. There's nothing else that you need here other than you click on Azure, you click on free tier, you click create cluster. And then once you're done creating a new cluster, you'll get plopped onto a screen that looks like this. I'm going to show you an older one that we have here. And you'll come to this screen. You're going to have to create a user and a password for that user. For non-production purposes, if you're just testing, different. Thank you for the 3 months to Bill Gates. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. Cluster. Let's go ahead and can we just do a new project underneath this cluster? Yeah, let's try that. Let's try a new project on this cluster. This is the same thing. All right, yeah, there we go. Cool. We'll just do a new project instead of a new cluster. I was trying to show it all the way from the beginning, but it doesn't matter. The cluster you just create, and then it plops you over here. Project name, demo. I'm just going to use the my current owner. I'm not going to create a new one. And let's see. See if it'll let me do it now that the other one's deleted. Nice. There we go. Cool. The other one deleted, and we're good. All right. So we're going to let this run. Not gonna lie, I'm lost. Don't worry, pals. Don't worry. You can always come back and watch this piece here. If we've been doing this for a long time. This is our class 39. This is just for if you're watching it back on like YouTube or something. You have the process here. But all it is just creating a new cluster, right? And then creating the account here. And that's it. This will take a few seconds. And while we're letting this take a few seconds here, let's go ahead and set up our Azure AD. And so we're going to bring up little Christos for this whole piece here. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up an Azure AD account so you can use it for this project. And like I said, you can try and get these going on your own if you want right now, or you can just watch with me. That's totally okay. I'll push everything after class so you have all the cool stuff. All right, double Christos. So if there's any like big questions that you have for this like actual setup, Christos said they will be more than happy to answer any of the details that come up. I'm going to show you the high level, and then we can save all of our big brain 300 IQ questions for them. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go to my Azure account, and you want to navigate to Azure Active Directory. That's where you're trying to get to. If you can get to Azure Active Directory, you're in the good spot. You can either search for it, right? And you saw one of my recent searches was Azure Active Directory, right? That's all I did. And then once you're here, there is a link right here. This link right here. This link right here, this Azure AD link, it gives you all the step-by-step details. So if I go too fast or you're watching this after class and you want like all the details in just text format, you can click that link and it'll get you there. If you have any trouble setting up the Mongo Atlas or you have any trouble setting up the Azure AD, come to our Discord, get into the Node channel and ask and we'll help you get it going. So you would need to have signed up with either the Azure account or the Microsoft 360 developer program. Through that, you can get the Azure AD account. Yep. And exactly, Home Alone 2, all that shows up in the tutorials once you create the account. Medium Fry, I was thinking that same damn thing. I was like, when are they getting dark mode for Atlas? And then I was like, I bet you it's in the settings somewhere. I just haven't found it yet. Actually, I think we had dark mode before. Chat, did we have dark mode on Atlas before? I think we did. Anyway, I might be forgetting things here. All right, so once we're in Azure AD, we're gonna just work through kind of registering our application. And so we're logged in. We're going to Azure Active Directory. You can see we're in Azure Active Directory. And once we are here, we are going to go to the Manage section. All right, we're in Manage. And then once we're in Manage, we're looking for app registrations. Let me make this a little bit bigger. And I'll circle it because it's a little hard to see. I'm sorry, because it's a little bit small. But we're in Azure Active Directory, and we are looking for our app registrations. There we go. App registrations. That's what you want to click. If it's asking for a credit card, you probably didn't do the Microsoft 360 developer account. Yeah. So if you just try to go straight to Azure, it won't work. Sometimes they'll ask you to authenticate with a credit card, but if you do the Microsoft 360 developer program, they won't ask you for a credit card. Cool. Let's click on app registrations. And I'm just going to do a new registration. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to call it demo. And I am going to select the accounts in any organizational directory. So anything that's in Azure AD. Make this a little bit bigger. And anything that's like a personal Microsoft account. The reason why I like this is because if you looked at my database, you saw that my Xbox handle was in that database. And so that's why, yeah. Yeah, Tony, sometimes if your name wasn't already on your account, it's like a couple hour delay before you get in. Yeah, so just give it. Don't worry about it for right now. It's cool. Come back to it later if you need to set one up. But for now, you can follow along. Yeah. If you're getting trouble, I'm sure Christos can help us work through like some of the weird things. So thank you, Alyssa, for putting the link in chat. All right, so I have my account all set up. I click the link that I want. What I'm going to do is there's a register button right behind my big head. And I clicked it. Cool. We created demo. Once we have it created, we got one of the things that we need, which is our client ID. And we'll talk about this in a second, but one of the things we're gonna need is that client ID. right? I don't like dragging it for some reason. I like doing the funny like lean over. So I have the application demo. Sorry, I have the client ID here that I'm going to need. And the next thing I want to do is I need to go to manage and then authentication. And so I'm going to click on that authentication. And once I'm here in authentication, I'm going to add a platform. And the platform I'm going to use is web. Cool. When I choose the web platform, I need a redirect for the application. And so my redirect is not going to be the one that's in the tutorial. Mine is going to be 2121 because that's the port I'm going to be running my app on. If your port is running on 3000, you'd be good, but it's on 2121 for our app, so that's what I put it as. And then the front channel logout URL is the same thing. And don't worry about like frantically trying to do this. The link that's in the slides has this step by step. So if you need it, go to the slides, click on this link right here, and it'll give you the step-by-step instructions that you need. But like I said, you don't need to log in right now. It's only if you really, really want to super follow along. You can still get all of it just from watching me tonight. Cool. All right, put my front channel login URL. And what I am going to use is I am going to select ID tokens. Cool. Got to put HTTPS here. And I'm going to configure. Cool, it's configuring. Nice. Now we're going to go to client certificates and secrets. And once we're in client certificates and secrets, we're going to make a new client secrets. Right? All right. So I was going to give it a name. Demo, close your eyes. Expires 3 months. That's just because this is a demo and I don't want you all to do it. All right, close your eyes. If you closed your eyes, you're a real one. Shout out to people that actually close their eyes. And then down here is the actual secret that I'm going to need. And so I can use that secret for my application. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back to my directory. And I'm going to go back here. And I'm going to delete this one. And I'm going to delete it so I don't get got. There you go. I closed it. But that would be the route that you would go. Like I said, if you're in the slides, you can just click this link. It'll give you step by step what we just did. All right. I thought close your eyes was the username. You don't have to delete yours, Luck Monkey. I was just deleting it so I don't get got. Like I don't want my secret out there. So I deleted mine so I don't get got since I'm walking you through it. But you wouldn't delete yours. All right. Let's put Christos away now. And let's go back to Mongo Atlas and see how we're doing. All right, we're good. So we're in Mongo Atlas. We're good. We're going to do connect. And I'm going to add my current IP address. I could allow access from anywhere, but I don't trust y'all. Not tonight. We've got a lot of new friends. So I'm going to add my current IP address. You shouldn't. My current IP address is a VPN, so it's not really my IP address. So I'm not getting got. And I'm going to create a database username and password. Just demo and demo. And there you go. So I've created my connection. I'm going to choose my connection method, and I'm going to click on connect your application. Here's the link that you're going to need inside of your environment files. So I'm going to show you my environment file. My link that you're going to see in the environment file is tied to my IP address. So even if you have it, you can't use it. But you are going to replace this right here. That's what you're going to do. Okay. You replace that right there. And that will be how you'll be able to connect to your database. And we'll get into all the muck of how we do that in a little bit. But that's what we're going to use to connect to our database. Cool. If you, in your, let me close this real quick. In your Azure AD, you're going to need your client ID and the secret. So you're going to take your client ID and your secret, and there are going to be 2 slots inside this config.js file. Inside that config.js file, right? I already showed it. I'll just show it. In this config.js file, you're going to put your own client. Close your eyes. You're going to put your client ID and your client secret. You don't typically want to share those, but that's what you're going to put. I might have just got caught. Don't get me. Don't come get. I'll find you. I'll find you. All right. So that's what we're going to do. Everything else in here, I've customized a few things in here, but that's what you're going to do. All right. So that's how we get set up. Nobody clipped it. What if you closed one eye? You can use the value, yeah. Yeah, it'll be on the VOD. You can always come back and watch it back. But like I said, you click on that link, it gives you everything you need. And Christos is going to help us learn a little bit more about the client IDs, the client secrets. They're going to help us figure out like what all that stuff is really for. But that's for now. All right. Let's do a raffle. That was a lot. Let's do a raffle. I feel like a raffle. Let's get a raffle going here. All right. So let's go ahead and do. Let's do one US only first for swag. Actually, let's do 2. Yeah, let's do one US only for swag, and then we'll do one anywhere in the world. So I'm going to go ahead and open that now. This one will be for the US only. And the entries are open. You can do exclamation point raffle. So go ahead and do exclamation point raffle. Get in here, get in here. Alrighty. Let me go ahead and close this one up. And I'm going to pick a winner. Tiny Torches with the win. Let's go. Tiny Torches, congrats. This was for the US only Microsoft swag. Cool. All right, let's do outside the US,
First
please.
try.
Tiny Torches, that was great. Congrats. Well played. All right, this is for outside the US only, please. All right, to open, get in, exclamation point raffle. Go down to Mexico to get on the outside the US raffle. All right, get in here, get in here, get in here. Gonna get some of my juice in. Alrighty, closing it up. Picking a winner. 3D, let's go. Let's go. Congrats. That's awesome. And let's do one Azure raffle here. Let's do the Azure raffle here. Let's do one of these. All right. We'll be doing the laptop raffle right before we do our raid. So right before we raid, we'll do our laptop raffle. All right, get in here. This is for the Azure credit. This is open to anyone. Let's go. Get in, get in, get in. This is for anyone. I'll leave this one open for a little bit. Let's check on Bob while people are getting in here. Bob, how you doing? Bob was doing good tonight. Look at Bob. Learn with Bob. All right, folks, get in, get in, get in. A couple more seconds and we're going to close it. What did you do to Simba, Bob? All right, I'm going to close it up. Gonna pick a winner. Ooh, Rob with the win. Let's go. Congrats. Let me complete this one. Alrighty. If they want a swag bag, do they need to give you their address? Yes. Send me a mod mail with your Twitch name and what prize you won. If you won the Azure credit, you'll just get a message here on Twitch. So I'm just gonna send the message here on Twitch for your Azure credit. But I need some. If you get the swag, I need some more information. So send me a mod mail and I'll get you your stuff. Is the laptop for international viewers too? Yes, I will send it anywhere in the world. So I'm gonna buy it through Jenny Lynn's link here. Once it comes in, I'll mail it out to y'all. A sweet Scorpio. Hey, thank you for the hydration. Cheers to you. All right, folks, let's keep going. We got a lot of fun stuff still to get to. I'll chill the music here. That's why my wrist hurts indifferent. Alrighty. Authentication. Logged in users. How? What's happening? How did all that work? What was going on? We had like a route we could go to. If we were logged out, we couldn't go to it. What's going on here, folks? That's the moneymaker. Throw a compression cup on here. Well, we are going to use Passport.js for all of this magic. All right, we're going to use Passport.js for all the magic. And some folks they get a little frisky when I mention Passport. All right, they're all in on they read that one blog post. JWT is the better way, and blah 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 blah. If you're new to coding, just use Passport for your first couple applications. It is the way. Okay? It is the way. This is the way. If you're new to authentication, just use Passport. You have your whole life to try some other stuff out. But Passport, battle tested, ready to go. And Microsoft's done all the heavy lifting for us to use it. And the way they've done the heavy lifting, sorry, this is me this is me embracing the magic, found footage of me using Passport in Azure Active Directory. All right, this is the way. The reason why we can use Passport and it just works is because Passport has strategies, right? And strategies are just somebody else that has done all the heavy lifting to get the authentication to work. There's like over 500 different strategies, but we are going to use a strategy from Azure Active Directory called Passport Azure AD. It is actually a collection of strategies that are going to enable us to use Azure AD for our authentication. Okay? It's beautiful. You don't have to do the work. Don't do the heavy lifting. And you get all the goodies that we talked about earlier in stream. Just use Passport at the beginning. Now, this strategy that we're specifically using is it's sitting on top of some really good open source software. And it's sitting on top of something called the OpenID Connect protocol. All right, let's read this. Let's get into it. OpenID Connect is a simple identity layer on top of OAuth 2.0 protocol. All you need to know here is that this is some serious open source code that's going to enable us to do these authentication. And the really cool thing is, I love it. This is the best thing I've ever done. The really cool thing is that Microsoft AD works really well with it, and the strategy we're going to use comes out the gate with it. So let's talk about what it actually does. Let's read this for a quick second, and then we're gonna break it down, okay? Leon, that's reading. I didn't become a dev to read. It allows clients to verify the identity of a end user based on the authentication performed by an authorization server. Chat, what is our authorization server? What are we going to be using tonight for our authorization server? More specific. Yeah, Azure AD, exactly. Azure AD Active Directory is going to be our authentication server. And so the cool thing about using Microsoft Identity as our authorization server is that we will be able to obtain basic profile information about the end user in a interoperable, big I word, and REST-like manner. I know this is a fancy computer science term here. Of or relating to the ability to share data between different computer systems. Okay, cool. Oh, I don't have... Why is Christos not showing up? Oh, there we go. We'll ask Christos. We'll ask Christos. All right. Of or relating ability to share data between different computer systems. That's... What? Why don't you fucking say this stuff? I'm not supposed to curse. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Microsoft. I apologize. No more sponsorship. All right. We can obtain basic profile information about the end user in a system that enables us to share data between different computer systems. All right. So we're sharing data between this authorization server and our client. And if we know REST, we know how it works. All right? We know how it works. So all this is saying is that the stuff that we're sitting on top of, all right? The stuff that we're sitting on top of will make a request to Microsoft, and Microsoft will give us back some profile information. And it'll be just like any of the APIs that we've used so far. That's it. So we can use Microsoft, we can make a request, we can get some end user data, some profile information, and if we know how to use our APIs that we've done already, we're good. Let's see it in action. Let's see obtaining the basic profile information in action. So let's go ahead. Let me come here. I was going to chill my server real quick. And let me start it up again. Just for funsies. All right. So we're starting up our server. Let me go ahead and grab my password. Let me come here. It's just easier. Grab my password. Copy password. All right, let me bring up my code here. Well, my site here. Localhost. And we're going to do 2121. Of course. Let's go ahead and click our button. We're going to log in. We're going to sign in with our password. And let's go back and look at our terminal here. Let's look. Look at all this stuff I got back. Look. I got all this stuff back from Microsoft.
First try.
I got all this stuff back from Microsoft, right? I got my username, my name, my preferred username, and all the info that Microsoft had on me. And so that's pretty cool. So I was able to make a request to Microsoft's authorization server, and they gave me back the goods. All right. They gave me back the goods here. That's pretty neat. So let's take a peek at where this is like actually coming from. I'm going to close this for a second. And I'm going to go back to the slides here. And yeah. So that worked, right? We got some data back from Microsoft. It looked good. And let's actually look at the file that helped us do it. And so here's the passport file. Here's everything in this file. All of our data is coming from our config file that I showed you earlier. Like all these things are being plugged in from that config file. And the cool thing is we were able to, when we got the information back, we were able to grab it. So I was able to grab my Microsoft ID from that data, and I was able to grab my display name. So if we look at the data they gave us, right, I was able to grab this OID, which is the unique ID that Microsoft has for identifying me. And I was able to grab the display name that Microsoft had on file for me. Okay. And I was able to use that data to see if there was a user in my database that had that Microsoft ID. Because if there was, great, we just moved on with our day. But if there wasn't a user in my database that had that Microsoft ID match, we went ahead and created a new user. And I pulled out their Microsoft OID, and I pulled out my display name from Microsoft. Cool. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. Tam sauce, thank you for the hydration. Cheers to you. Okay. All right. All right. All right. That file was big, and since it's big, I'm gonna take it as disrespect, because there's a lot of stuff in there, and I don't like the big words, because I feel like they're disrespect, and I'm not gonna sit here and take any more disrespect. Okay. All right. Because that was a big file. So how about a raffle before we get into it? Just to show that it is, I didn't mean no disrespect by putting that big file up on the screen there. I didn't mean no disrespect. Let me make it up to you with an Azure credit raffle. Okay. Let me get you going here. Let's go ahead and open up the raffle. 1 second here. All right, the raffle's open. Let's be amicable here. We both rep the same smart tech. Get into this raffle. Hope it makes it up to you. Alrighty, get in here. I'm gonna keep it open for another 10 seconds or so. Exclamation point raffle to get in. Ooh, Sweet Scorpio gave me a stretch. I'm gonna stretch real quick. You know it's not that kind of stream. Oh, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Cool. All right, let's close the raffle here. Let's pick a winner. Nizza, hey, congrats. I feel like you won the other day, but let's go. Did you win yesterday too? I think you did. Or maybe you're just awesome yesterday, and that's why I remember you. All right, let's complete that one. All right, so I didn't mean no disrespect. I put a big file up there. I didn't mean no disrespect. Let's talk about what's happening here and why we need that file. All right. So if our user was not logged in, we kicked them over to Azure Active Directory. That was our, what server was that, chat? What server was that? What server was that? Chat, what server was that? Get my hydration in here. I love this gift too. Hey, Indifferent. Thank you for the gifted sub to True. Hey, thanks for being here, True. Hope you're doing well. We're having a good day. Yeah, it's kicking us over to our authentication server. Our authorization server, our Azure AD. Right? It's bringing us over. Once we get there, we ask them to log in. And once we log in, we ask them to agree to some permissions. Sorry, Microsoft. And once they agree to some permissions, Microsoft gives us the goods. Gives us the goods. The good stuff. Let's look at the goods. Here's the goods. We saw the top half of it earlier. All right. Can we see more Christos? Of course. I got you, Deb. Let's go. Let's keep him there for a while. I feel better with him around, you know? I like it. You weren't lying about the gift game. I told you. Gift game on point tonight. Let's go. I don't like it. Makes me feel smarter. I love it. All right. So they gave us the goods. They gave us our Microsoft ID that we can use to keep track of the actual once we're authenticated by Microsoft, that's how we're keeping track of the actual user that logged in. They also gave us our name, our preferred username. We could have used all of that on our end to build out our application, right? We're going to take that ID, that OID that Microsoft gave us. We're going to take that ID and we're going to use it to identify our logged in user, right? So we can use that Microsoft ID to figure out which one of our users right, are logged in, right? And so once I'm able to do that, you can look at my database. You can look at my database, and you can see that I stored the IDs that I got back from Microsoft. And so this is how I'm going to know which one of my users are logged in currently based off of that ID that Microsoft gave me and the goods. The goods that Microsoft gave me included that ID, and I can keep track of my users based on that ID. We're going to see how this is going to be really helpful in a second. But first, I just want you to understand that this is magic. You don't have to know all the details. You don't have to feel disrespected by this file. It's really you're copy and pasting this strategy and plugging in the things that you need for right now. That's it, right? And you might as well just believe it's magic for now. You don't need to stress yourself out about knowing all the individual details. I'm going to talk to you about the things that I just copy and paste, and I'm going to talk about the things that I actually coded. But I don't mean any disrespect. It's just copy and paste. And for now, embrace the magic, and embrace the magic brought to us by by Microsoft Azure Active Directory. Let's go. I was going to leave it up. I'm going to bring the raffle up. We're going to do an Azure credit raffle here. Feel it. Feel the vibes. All right. It's open. Exclamation point raffle. Get in here. Vibe out. Let's go. Let's go. Get in this raffle. You know you want it. It's free credit. It's free real estate. Get in here. Get in this raffle, folks. Drop. Wait for drop. All right, I'm going to close it up. Using the wrong mouse. Close it up. Pick a winner. Outer Space CC, let's go. Congrats. All right, time for a break. Time for a break. Congrats, Outer Space. Hope you enjoy the credit. 5-minute break, folks. Please remember, we're here to be healthy. We're at the top of the hour. Hydrate. Take your break. Kiss some babies. Put some music on for us. Take your piece. Come on back. We'll be here. And I'll pull up a raffle while we're streaming. Sorry, while we're taking a break, I'm going to bring up the second of the LinkedIn raffles, the LinkedIn recommendations. So let's go ahead and complete this. I'm going to bring up the LinkedIn, but please take your break and get in here. Simba is trapped. He went behind the green screen. Doesn't know to get out. Hold on. I'll be right back. He's smart. He got out. All right, folks. Please take your break. Hydrate. Do what you got to do. We'll be here when you get back. We got a lot of fun stuff left. We got so many more raffles. We got a laptop raffle. We got a raid of all raids. Let's go. Hope you're all doing well tonight. Three minutes, folks. Whew. Feeling good. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Is this stuff making sense? Is it clicking a little bit better? We're going to our homie Christos. What are you talking about? Who we rating? 425 show. You know who it is. Divine sense. All right, folks. 2 minutes 30. Feel the vibes. Go get some water. Hydrate if you're able. Still, raffle's still going. Keep it going. Bobby Lynn added 2 minutes to the timer. Hold on. So when this goes to 2, I'll make it 4. Cool. All right, Bobby Lynn. Give us 2 more minutes. Means you can go pet the dog. Walk around. Let your eyes focus on something in the distance. We'll be here when you're ready. Yeah, student IDs, you can get a lot of stuff for sure. For the GitHub student, I think you just need like a student ID, like a student email. I think you get in. The day I left Yale, like literally the day I left, I lost my ID because the new IDs didn't have an end date on them. And I used that thing for a long time. Long time. Still got it. And then I was an associate at Harvard for a while. And I got an ID when I was doing that, and I used that for a long time. Getting all those freebies.
We don't get got. We go get.
That's right, we go get. Dab, you're splashing out. I guess you get more points than everyone because of the raids, right? Like your points accelerate or something. I'm glad you're having fun. I'm so happy I added this. I think it's hilarious. 2 minutes, folks. 2 minutes. I'm almost out. I wish I could give channel points. Like, I wish there was a way to do that. I have 120k points. I'm not going to redeem anything. I'm not getting got. Time reveal. The raffle is a heartfelt recommendation from me on your LinkedIn. So if you don't know who I am, that's probably not the greatest prize in the world to you, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. Baby, I'm worth it. All right, folks, you got a minute left. Knocking off some 6Q Code Wars during the break. Let's go. I gotta do the VP check tomorrow. So I'm going to just let you know I'm going to do the VP check tomorrow. So if you want to grind out some Code Wars tonight, you can. We gotta get some new VIPs here in chat. If you want to join our Code Wars clan, you can do !CLAN and join. Top and most improved get VIP here on the server. Where can we ask Azure AD questions on Discord? Feel free to throw them in the node questions or general programming. Either one is fine. Oh yeah, and exclamation point Code Wars, exactly, for Blaw's article. Leon, how do I stop procrastinating? Pomodoro. Don't start big, start really small. Most folks can do a minute of focus, and 59 minutes of whatever the heck you want to do. At the end of the day, 10 minutes is way better than 0 minutes on the goals that you had, and slowly add up more and more time that you can focus until it becomes a habit that you can sustain. I literally started off with a minute and now I'm up to 45, and that took 2 years. If you really like anime, Doro, if you like anime, there's also Anime Doro, which we've posted in the Discord a few times, which I thought was hilarious. All right, folks, come on back. I'm gonna go ahead and close up this raffle. Alrighty. Closing the entries. Picking a winner. PB Jelly, let's go. PB Jelly, let's go. Send me a mod mail on Discord, please. And we'll set it up. We'll get some time going next week. Congrats. Alrighty. Let's keep it moving. Now, one of the things that we saw was that our user had the ability to stay signed in. Like once we signed in, we could go back to the main route. I could refresh. I could stay logged in. Let me show you. Let me show you how I was able to stay logged in. Grab my password. All right. I don't know if we're still running. Let's see. All right. Server's running. Let me go catch it. Command Shift Tab. Oop, sorry. Command Shift New. Localhost. We're going to do 2121. 21. All right. Let's log in. A little bigger. Leon. ResilientCoders.org. Let me throw my password in here. And let's make this a little bit bigger. All right, so I'm able to log in. I'm able to refresh. I'm able to go back to a different page. I'm able to come back to the to-dos. I can even do something cool. Let me go ahead and stop my server. So my server stopped. All right, my server stopped. Let me refresh. Server stopped. Let me come back here. Let me start up my server again. Let me come back. Let me hit enter. Whoop. Whoop. Go back to the main. Let's go to to-dos. Whoo! Whoo! I was able to stay logged in after refreshing, jumping around, stopping my server, restarting my server. I'm still logged in. Ooh, that's smancy. That's smancy. All right. Express uses a cookie to store a session ID in the user's browser. And then on subsequent requests, uses the value of that cookie to receive the session information stored on the server. The server-side storage can be a memory store or any other store which implements the required methods.
Bruh.
Yes. Yes. All right. Let's bring up our buddy here. All right. So, a couple things here. Express is using something called a session. When our users log in, we have this session that stays consistent. And what the session is able to do is look at the cookie that's stored on our client and use that to figure out who the logged in user is. Right? Now, the really cool thing about how we have it set up right now is normally this session is stored in memory somewhere on the server. But if our server maybe kind of gets cut off or something happens, we might lose the session. So what we're actually doing is storing our session in our Mongo database. And so since we're storing our session in our Mongo database, it doesn't matter. I can start, stop, I can do whatever I want, and it's still going to work. So let's find the cookies. Let's find it. Let me go ahead and inspect sources. Oh, sorry. Network. Whoop, sorry. Whoop, application. There we go. And we have a cookie here from localhost 2121. This is the cookie that our session is going to use. And because this cookie is stored on our client's browser, we can determine who's logged in, right? And who's part of that logged in session. It's because that cookie is stored on the client. Pretty neat. Let's find the store. Like, where are we storing this session so we get all this fanciness going? So let's look at the store. And the store is actually in my Mongo Atlas. So you can see I have a sessions collection. And here are all my sessions, right? And so the cool thing is my session is actually stored in my Mongo database. And so I am able to turn off my server, turn it back on, do whatever I want, and I can retrieve the session from MongoDB and be good and check when my client makes the request that they have that cookie, and I know that they are logged in, and I know who they are. Pretty nifty. Now, the really cool thing about the logged in, like the session, is that when there's a session active, right? When there's a session active, we get this special property on any request that we make. And there's a special property called rec.user. It's actually a shorthand of rec.session.user. We have this rec.user. And the rec.user is the logged in person. And with every request we make, that request.user is being shared. I can actually show you. So let me go ahead and go to my to-dos controller. And if we look, I am console logging this rec.user. So whenever I go to my to-dos page and I make that GET request, I'm console logging that rec.user. And you can see it down here. I can see that the logged in user is the person that has this Microsoft ID. And I can see that they have the display name Leon Noel. So I can actually grab this information directly from the rec.user. I don't even need to grab it from the database if I don't want to. I can just grab it right here. Whenever a logged in user is making a request, we have this beautiful rec.user that we can use to figure out who is actually logged in. That's wild. That's wild. Anybody know their name? Anybody know their name? You get my respect. There you go. All right. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. A lot of effort went into the stream tonight, hair-wise. All right. Let's do a raffle. That was good. I know that was a heavy topic. Let's do a raffle here. let's go ahead and do an Azure credit raffle here. Let me go ahead and set it up. Hold on, it's not live yet. All right, the Azure credit raffle is live now. I am. I'm keeping track. I got you. I'm keeping track. I got I just want to make sure I overspend here. Get in here. Get in the raffle, folks. Get you some Azure credit. Alrighty, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and close up this raffle here. And close some entries. I'm gonna pick a winner. Gabby C, let's go with the free Azure credit. Let's go. Congrats. Enjoy. All right. All right, folks. So, hey, what's up, Dev? So, our users are logged in. But why does this matter? Like what can we do? Let me put Christos away here. Now that our users are logged in, why? Why does this matter? Let me show you why it matters. Let me show you. I'm going to come back here and show you. We can have routes that are protected, meaning that only logged in users can hit it, right? So we know that they can only get to to-dos if they are logged in. We saw that. We can get some information that's about the logged in user from our authorization server, from our Azure AD, right? So we can get that information about who the logged in person was. And we know we can hide routes, we can get some information, and now our minds just start percolating a little bit. Start percolating a little bit. I set this up wrong. Let me go back here. Let me go back to to-dos. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, let me log out. Let me log out. Let me log out. Let me go ahead and go to to-dos. Can't get there. Got. Can't get in. Can't go to to-dos because I logged out. Now, that's Azure off, baby. That's what enabled us to have those protected routes. The ensure auth is what enabled us to have those protected routes, right? To be able to say, all right, only if you're logged in can you go to to-dos. If you log out, you can't get there no more. You're going to get got. All right? So it's the ensure auth. Let me show you it. Let me show you the ensure auth. Got. If we go to our controller, sorry, we go to our routes. 1 second. Our to-dos routes. If you look at our to-dos routes, this is the GET request. This is the GET request for my to-dos. All right? It's the GET request for my to-dos. I want to get to the to-dos page, but before this controller runs, and we use the code that's inside that controller, all right? Before we use the code that's inside that controller, this runs first. And this is part of our middleware. If we look at our middleware, we have this auth.js that we have required up here. And in this auth.js, we just have a function. And this ensure auth function, all it does is check to see if we're authenticated. If we are, we go on to the next thing. But if we're not authenticated, chat, what does it do? What does it do if if the person's not authenticated? What does it do? Redirects them back to the main page. Bye-bye, exactly. Back to root, you get redirected. So, inside of our routes, we can add the ensure auth after we've required it. And as long as we do that, only logged in users will be able to get to use this controller. It's pretty nifty. Let's take a step back and look at the full MVC architecture that's making this work. Look at that. Got up in Sketch. Let's look at it. Cool. So, very nice. Yes. Alrighty. So we are in our site. Let's do the full process here. I'm going to restart my server, show there's no tricks or anything. All right, let me start my server. Let me grab my password. Let me go ahead and open up the page. Localhost 2121. Cool. On this page, chat, can I get to to-dos yet? Can I get to to-dos? Can I get there? Can I go to to-dos? What kicked me back to the... When I tried typing in to-dos, what kicked me back? What kicked me back? What was the bit of code, though, that kicked me back? Exactly. That ensure auth bit of code, right? It saw that I wasn't logged in and kicked me back to the main page. Cool. So let's log in. Man, my wrist is killing me. I didn't grab the password. Grab the password. LastPass is weird sometimes. All right. Let's go ahead and paste this in. Let's sign in. All right. So now we're logged in. We can hit the to-dos. What had to run before I was able to get to the to-dos page? Ensure auth is something that people very commonly use with Passport, Brave. Yeah, the ensure auth had to run. Sometimes you'll see it as ensure authentication. Sometimes you'll just see it shortened to ensure auth. It's pretty much code that people copy and paste and just keep in their template for whenever they're using Passport. Cool. All right, so ensure auth enabled me to get to my to-dos controller where I could run my git request and do all the code that need to happen. We're gonna need a Christos remote. I'll ask them. Maybe they're cool with it. I didn't tell them I was doing this, so I don't know. All right, so Christos here behind their monitor. They use their browser, right? They use their browser to make a request to our server. The request, right, makes it so much better that they didn't know. The request first hits our router. And the cool thing is that there's two really important pieces of code that make up our router. We are trying to get to the to-dos route. So when we typed in localhost 2121 /to-dos, we were trying to get to that to-dos route. We have a routes file. That says, all right, you're trying to get to the main to-dos route. Let's make sure you are logged in with ensure auth. And then if you are logged in, we're going to go ahead and call our git controller, All right. We're going to go ahead and call our get controller. That request, right, gets passed to the controller. And chat, what's the controller do? Yes. In the chat, what's up? Christos, let's go. Hold on, Christos, you ready? You've been helping us all night. I don't know. You've been helping us all night. The circle is complete. All right. What's the controller do? Rudy's got it. The controller can either talk to our views or it can talk to our model. Missed you. We missed you too. Let's go. The controller, right, can either talk to our views or it can talk to our model. And in this case, we're trying to show our to-dos. And since we're trying to show our to-dos, what is the controller going to talk to first? If we're trying to show all of our to-dos on that to-dos page, what is our controller going to It's going to talk to the model. Exactly. And our model knows how to talk to our database. We can get all of our to-dos, right, that are in the database. And then once the model sends those to-dos back to the controller, what's the controller going to do with all that data? What's our controller going to do with all that data after we got it back from the model? Yeah, slider, exactly. Folks are getting it. It's going to ship it off to the views, exactly. It's going to fly that data off to the views. The views is going to use it inside of we're using, what's the template language we're using? What's the template language that we're using? EJS. We're going to take all that data that we got from our lovely model, right? All that data we got from our lovely model. We're going to pass it into our views. And what do our views spit out, chat? What do we spit out? What does EJS spit out for us? HTML, lovely. So now our controller has the HTML. What does it do with that HTML, chat? What does it do? I'm not showing crystals. Where's crystals? No. Oh, that's confetti. I'm turning the confetti off. I got too excited. I was trying to make the Christos dance. I didn't put it on the code party one though. Yeah, it gets the HTML and responds to the browser with that HTML. So let's do a little code party while we talk through it. Christos made a request in their browser for the to-dos page. Went to the router. The router's like, I got the controller for you. Sent it to the right controller. Controller's like, I need some data. Got it from the model. Got all the data needed from the model because the model can talk to the database. Got all the data from the database. Handed that data back off to the controller. Controller's like, I got all this data. Let's send it off to the views. The views use that data to build out our HTML. The views sent the HTML back to the controller, and we sent that HTML back to Christos. Let's go. Let's go. And Christos was happy. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and let's do a wrap. Oh, actually, let's see the code real quick. Let's see the code. Like the little pieces are here, are probably hard to see on the screen. So let's look at the pieces real quick. I'm gonna first start off at my server.js. All right, my server.js. All right, my server.js enables me to say, hey, here are the route files that I want to use. My server.js, the server.js heard that we were trying to go to the to-dos route. Right? Rams Gold, thank you for the hydration. It heard that we were trying to go to the to-dos route. So we went to the to-dos route file. The to-dos route file said, all right, you're trying to make a get on the main request. Let's check to see if you're what, chat? Let's see to check if you're what. Check to see if you're what. Check up for what? Yeah, see if you're logged in. We're logged in. So we're going to go to the to-dos controller and run the get to-dos function. Cool. So let's go to the to-dos controller. Here's our get to-dos function. And we are going to, well, we console log that rec.user just to see the logged in user's info. We talk to our what, chat? What did we talk to here? What is to-do holding? What is to-do holding, chat? Yeah, it's holding our model. The model knows how to talk to our to-dos collection, right? If we look at our collection in MongoDB, we have a lovely to-dos collection. And this to-dos model knows how to talk to this collection, right? You can see the to-dos model if you want. The to-dos model has a schema which helps give our MongoDB document structure. And it's using Mongoose so that it can talk to the database. All right. So from the to-dos routes, we made sure that we were logged in. We went to the to-dos controller. We went to get to-dos. And from the controller, we were able to run the get to-dos function. And that get to-dos function went and found all the to-dos. It went and found how many were completed. And we passed all that information off to the EJS. Right? Right? So we were able to pass off all the to-dos into the EJS. We were able to pass off all the things that were left, like weren't marked complete, into the EJS. And then we were able to pass off, chat, what else was I able to pass to the EJS this time? What was I able to pass off this time as well to the EJS? Yeah. I was able to pass off all that user info. All the stuff from the logged in user. All this stuff right here. The Microsoft ID, the display name, all that stuff I can pass to my EJS as well. Cool. Different files have a module, have that module.export, but some equal different things. Why is that? Because all module.export is doing is enabling us to spit stuff out of this file. So really, we're just spitting an object out here that has a bunch of methods, right? All this is spitting on an object that has a bunch of methods. And the cool thing is in our to-dos routes, we can find that list of methods and call a specific one. So based on what page Christos is trying to go to, we can show or do a specific function. We can go and get all of our to-dos. We can delete to-dos. We can edit to-dos. But the idea here is that we're able to, using the route, like we heard what route Christos was trying to go to. And then once we heard the route, we're able to pick the different method in our controller that we want to run. In this case, we wanted all the to-dos. And so we ran the get to-dos method inside of our controller. And that goes and gets all the to-dos, figures out how many are completed, and then sends that over to the EJS. I feel like he's keeping my app secure even now. You don't find Christos, Christos finds you. I love it. All right. So that's the basics of how all this authentication stuff is working. But There's got to be more, right? There's got to be more. We got all this authentication working, but there's got to be more. Anonymous Gifter, thank you for the gifted sub to the 425 show. I appreciate you. Thank you. There's got to be more, right? If we got logged in users, chat, what can we dream up? Chat, if we got logged in users, what can we dream up here? What's the problem with our to-dos right now? What's the problem with our to-dos right now? Are we grabbing the logged in users to-dos? Yeah, they're not the individual. If we look at our route here, did I grab anything specific? No, I just grabbed all the to-dos. I grabbed all the to-dos here. Softest engineers. Thank you so much for the hydration. Cheers to you. I'm grabbing all the to-dos. And so if we have a logged in user, we don't have to let our dreams be dreams. We can go ahead and build an application that only shows the to-dos of the folks that are logged in. Eh? That sound cool? So let's go ahead and figure out how to only show the to-dos of the logged in user. All right. And then we'll do all of our raffles. Well, sorry, let's show the logged in user. Let's get that working. And then we are going to do like a quick, just look through the files. Just show all the pieces that we learned about tonight. We'll do our raffles and then we're going to do our raid. All right. So remember, Christos is going to be helping us out. All the nitty gritty questions you have about how that authentication was working, they're going to be happy to help you through. So let's go ahead and build our app and make sure that the to-dos only show up for the logged in users. Like I only want to see their to-dos. All right. So let's go back to our code here. What can I do here to grab just the to-dos of the logged in user? Because right now find is grabbing all of them. What could I do just to get the logged in users? Let's look at our database real quick just so we can see what it looks like. I got 2 distinct users here. I can see that. All right. And they both have a Microsoft ID property. That's cool. So we can distinguish our users, as we mentioned earlier, based off of this Microsoft ID property. But how can I get that property here? What can I do? Yeah, I could find by the Microsoft ID, but where is that Microsoft ID going to come from? What do we have going on right now? We have begins with an S. There's a thing that's going on right now. What can we use to help get who's ever logged in? What do we have running right now? Every request we get something special. Yeah. There you go, Lost. We have a session that's going. And with every request, we're sending this info, which is all the info of the logged in user. So whoever's logged in, every single request I make, I'm passing this around because my session is active. So let's go ahead and use it. Let's go ahead and do just an object here. And we're just going to say Microsoft ID. And we're going to pass in rec.user.Microsoft ID. And so this is going to pull that Microsoft ID off of the logged in user whenever we make a request to our to-dos page. Cool. So that's going to get all the to-dos. Let's go ahead and save this. I'm just going to kill this real quick. Let me go ahead and grab my password. All right. Let's go to localhost. 21, 21, 21. Let's log in. Leon at resilientcoders.org. Let me throw in my password. All right. So cool. Now, let me make this bigger so we can see it. First try. First try. Look, it's showing just my to-do. All right. Do you ever use incognito?
First try.
Yeah. Do you ever? Thank you. That's so cool. Do you ever use incognito to order a secret Domino's? No. That's my wife would leave me. Pretty sure. That's the line. All right. Lies. So cool. We're able to grab just the to-dos of the logged in user. So we're only getting one instead of two now. But we still have another problem, chat. What's the other problem? What's the other problem we got? Someone give Daddy Anki like a 1 minute ban, please. Just joking. The count is off. Chat, why is the count off? It can't count. Because it's grabbing all of them. It's counting all of them that are left to do. Is it grabbing mine that are left to do or all of them that are left to do? Alyssa stood up for you, Daddy Yankee. Alyssa said no. It's grabbing all of them, right? We have two in our database. It's grabbing all of them. What could we do here? What could we pass through to get... What can we pass through to make sure we're just getting our to-dos that are left? I think that's always the biggest compliment. Oh my God, it's already almost 6:30. Where did the time go? Hey, I love it. We were learning how to build authentication in our apps. Yeah, we can do the same thing that we did up here. Just grab this. Yoink. Boop. Oh, I did it outside. My bad. Boop. Cool. Let's save that. Huh. 10-second warning. Let's go. 10-second warning. Let's go. We got authentication. We can show just the to-dos of our users. We can show just the completed to-dos of our logged in user. That's fire. Woo! Woo! Look at us go. Look at us go. Alright. Alright. Do it again. Ah, got it. I gotta add. I don't have Christos on the code party. They're different scenes. I'll make sure I don't make them. I'll add them after soon as stream's over. They're getting added. We need Christos on the code party scene. All right. That's pretty neat. Who thinks that's pretty neat? I think that's pretty neat. It's not too much. We talked through a lot of stuff tonight, but it's not too wild. Like, you can do this. And now you have a template to use, right? You can just use this code. I'm going to push it as soon as class is over, and you can use it, right? And so you can get this set up, you can get it working, and it will do, you can build any type of app you want now. You have it. You have the skills. You have them. You can build an app with a full CRUD API. You can build an app that has full login. The world is yours now. Now it's just left to build, right? You use the template, you do the things you want to do, and that's what we're going to do. Over the next couple of weeks, we're just going to build more and more apps. We're going to build we're going to take some time. We're going to build some clone apps. We're going to make a quick pound, not an Instagram, a quick pound, right? A clone. We're going to use all the stuff that we learned tonight to start building bigger and bigger apps that do more and more fun things, right? But right now you can take this template and run with it. Now let's spend a few seconds. All right. Can I turn the template into an NPM package? That's actually a pretty cool idea. Let's go ahead and just quickly walk through the pieces here. We talked a little bit about them last class, but I just want to do the big things here because we talked about a lot of stuff, and I just want to show the big things here, and then thank you, Don. The emote's coming. I just want to walk through stuff here just so that we feel a little bit more comfortable with these files, and I want to point out what is something that I would actually code and what's something I would just copy and paste. Okay, so we're just going to walk through this stuff real quick. We already talked high level about pretty much everything that's in this code, but let's just talk through it real quick. Express is so we can handle our CRUD API. Mongoose is so we can talk to our database. Passport so we can do all of our authentication. The session is so that we can keep our users logged in. The connect Mongo means we're passing our session to our database. So if our server restarts or something else, we can always get back to our logged in user as long as they still have their cookie on the client, right? You can keep the session alive because we're pulling it from our database in this case. We pulled in our database file. This connect DB is just how we're connecting to our database. And so if we look at this database file, this is something that I would copy and paste every time. I'm not going to write this from scratch. All this file does is enable us to connect to our database using MongoDB. So I would just require it, and then I call it down here. I call it down here, and that connects my database. That's it. If I want to pull in my environment variables, this is how I'm doing it. If I want to pull in passport, this is how I'm doing it. Okay. We've seen these before. This is so we can use our template engine. That's where we're passing our data to. This is so that we can grab all of our static files. EJS spits out that HTML, but then our HTML wants our, let's say, JavaScript, our CSS, and so that we don't have to make individual routes for all this stuff, right? So we don't have to make individual routes for this. We just put all of our static files in our public folder, and it just works. One of my favorite lines of code. Then if we ever want to see our request and like take a peek at what's being sent, maybe like we made a post request and we submitted data from a form, this stuff is going to enable us to look in the data that was sent from the form. And this replaces body parser. Okay. If you're new and this is your first time running through all this stuff, we have tons of videos where we go into most of this in detail. I'm just giving a high level, but you can go back and watch our past 2 or 3 classes and get the full rundown. This right here is so that we can keep our session, so that our logged in user stays logged in as we move throughout our pages. And we're using the Mongo store so that our session is stored in the database and not kind of in memory running on our server, so our server can do whatever it needs to do, right? Hey, Winter, I appreciate that. We need to set up our middleware for Passport, including like starting the actual session. We need to make sure that our server is running. And then here are the way that we get to our routes. So we saw that when somebody went to the to-dos page, we went to this route file. Let's go to the route file here. That route file heard that there was a GET request on the main to-dos route. We checked to make sure our users were logged in, and then we were able to go to our controller and get all of our to-dos. So we go to our controller, and we're able to run this method and get all of our to-dos. But there are also all of our other methods that enable us to do the rest of the application. We saw the marking complete and incomplete tonight. We saw delete in the past. Cool. All right. So that's kind of the whole shebang in the server file. let's walk through the files that I'm just copying and pasting. All right. So the auth.js route is something that I got from Microsoft Identity. They actually gave me this whole file. You can see right here that they had a great repo on GitHub. Ooh, this is the wrong one. A great repo on GitHub for the passport, and then for the config file, and for the authentication as well. Let me see. I think it's in here somewhere. Yeah. So here is that authentication stuff. Copy and paste it. Right? Copy and paste it. Not something that I would ever recommend that you code from scratch. And so as long as you have this auth.js file, you're good. You'll be able to connect. You'll be able to log in. You'll be able to log out, and your applications will have that full functionality, right? Let's look at the last big things here. I told you that this middleware that checks to see if we're authenticated, that's a copy and paste job. My passport.js file, remember I said no disrespect, this is a big file. This is copy and paste. The cool thing about using Passport is that we get access to all these strategies, and this is the Azure AD strategy that we're using. And from the documentation, I was able to grab that and paste it in and use it. And I just modified a few things in here. Basically, I just modified the things that I wanted to put for my users. That's going to talk to my user model. That's what I changed. So here I just grabbed the Microsoft ID and my display name, but I could also grab the email, things like that from there. Hey, I love it. Bring your own libraries. We're inclusive. I love it. Cool. So that passport.js file, copy and paste. The last big thing, and I'll reveal it again because we're about to go offline here. My config, I went and I got my client ID from the Azure AD portal, and I got my client secret from that portal. We walked through how to do that earlier tonight. Threw those in there, made sure that my routes were okay, the 2121, and called it a day. That's it. So you're going to see that the only really big thing here that we're really doing on our own is probably like our to-dos controller. That's the big thing here. That's where most of our application is sitting. But all the rest of this is the template that you're going to use going forward to build any of your applications. And we're going to keep coming back, building bigger and bigger stuff. And that's it. So let's go ahead and let's finish up our raffles. Let's get hype. Christos, I hope you're live. I think I saw you in here, but let's go ahead, finish up our raffles, and then we will raid Christos, and they'll be answering our questions, and I'll be answering your questions too. So I'm going to be hanging out there. If you have any questions about the stuff we just did, you can ask Christos, you can ask me. We're going to be hanging out. I'll be hanging out in chat for a while as well. All right, let's put some music on. Want some bops here. All right. So we got a few raffles left. First, we're gonna do a US only swag raffle. So let me go ahead and open that up. Alrighty, that raffle is now open. Go ahead and do exclamation point raffle if you're in the US. Get in here, get in here. All right. Keep it going. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close this one up. gonna pick the winner. Consin Pro with the win, with the dub. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Let's go ahead and do, and that's where we're going to end the US swag raffles. Let's go ahead and do the last outside the US swag raffle as well. Alrighty. So if you're outside the US, get in here. Exclamation point raffle. Let's go. Get in here, folks. Get in here. Taking the vibes. All right. I'm going to go ahead and close this one. Pick a winner. Siwa Dev. Hey, congrats, Siwa. For the swag, go ahead and make sure you send me a mod mail on Discord, exclamation point Discord if you're not on there. Let's go ahead and complete that. Let's go ahead and do our last Azure credit raffle here. All right, get in here, anyone. Get in here. Free Azure credit. Let's go. Get in here, folks. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and close this one up. Closing it here. Streamlabs logged out. Hold on, Streamlabs gave me a little glitch here, refreshing. All right, picking a winner. Oh, Power. Congratulations with that Azure credit. All right, we got two things left, chat. We got two things left. We got the heartfelt LinkedIn recommendation, and we got the laptop from Jenny Lynn. We got the laptop from Jenny Lynn. What do we want to do first? Do we want to do the heartfelt recommendation or the laptop first? What are we saving for last here? What are we saving for last? All right, let's do the recommendation first. I don't know. I think the recommendation's worth more than the laptop. I'm just going to say that out there. I'm going to say it out loud. I'm going to bring that into existence here. All right. Let me go ahead and start the recommendation. It's the last recommendation of the evening. Come on, Jenny. Alrighty, get in here for the last recommendation of the evening. Alrighty, folks. All right, last recommendation. Gonna close it out here. Give it a second. All right, here's for the last recommendation. Picking a winner. Mash 7878, congrats. Send me a mod mail on Discord and we'll set up some time for next week. Let's go. All right, folks. The last one, the big win. Bobby Lynn coming in hot. It's open. All right, get in here, folks. Oh, Jenny Lynn. Sorry, Jenny Lynn. All right, Bobby Lynn in my mind. Jenny Lynn, let's go. For the laptop, folks. For a brand new. So sweet. Look at it. Ooh. Surface Laptop Go. Ooh. 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 All right, folks, I'm gonna leave this one open for a little while. Get in here, get in here. Gonna queue up the raid for the 425 show. We're going over to see Christos. I know you're excited. I'm excited. All right. All right, folks. Gonna be open for another 30 seconds here. I hope you had some fun. I hope you learned a little bit more about adding authentication to our applications. Hopefully it doesn't feel too overwhelming. Hopefully the bigger concepts make a little bit more sense. Now we're gonna start using it, folks. We're gonna start using it. We're gonna start building some real stuff. We got all the pieces we need now to build something cool. Microsoft, Azure, thank you so much for supporting our community, for helping folks that are trying to better their futures. I appreciate you so much for supporting us, for splashing out with all the goodies throughout this and last stream. You're a real one. I really do appreciate you. This credit's we're gonna put it to use. Trust me, we're gonna put it to use. Hey, older, no worries. Alrighty, folks. 10 more seconds. Want to make sure everybody can get in. Exclamation point raffle. Get an extra one in there just to be sure. Alrighty, folks. This is for the laptop. This is for the goods, and then we're raiding. This is for the goods, and then we're raiding. All right, closing the entries at 3:10. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at my stream live time like it's the actual time. Alrighty, folks, closing these up. And I'm going to pick the winner.
Bruh.
For the laptop. Green with the win. Let's go, let's go, let's go. With the win. Congrats. Hope you all have fun. Hope you all love winning some stuff. Thank you, Microsoft, Azure. Thank you, Identity Platform. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting us. Folks, you know what it is. It's time to raid. Let's get ready. Keep the energy. Christos. We're coming, Christos. I got you. Let's go. Let's go. Get in here. Get ready for the raid.